Welcome back. Today I'm going to be drawing an IceWing from Wings of Fire. This specific one is Changbei. So I'm first going to start with a diagonal line and just kind of bring it across the paper here. And I'm going to make kind of a bunch of these, just kind of going up and down the paper. These ones here are going to be a little shorter. And then the ones on this side are going to appear a little longer in length. Again, just a simple diagonal line, kind of bumpy and wavy, because that is actually going to turn out to be the wing. So now what I'm going to do is bring a line kind of across the top here and round a curved line in and then back around for the foot. And the foot we're just going to have kind of angled back. We'll make the claws here, which will be kind of these curved zigzag lines. And then we'll bring this kind of up and back in. Just like that. And we'll have this kind of front part of the wing kind of wrap around here to give it a little bit of stability. So we'll bring this down and then I'll wrap this into kind of a little kind of curved line here and then back around, kind of like this hook shape for a loop. And I'm going to bring up another longer diagonal line that goes all the way up for the back part of the wing. At the top here, what I'm going to do is just kind of round out some kind of little loop areas that'll make it look a little three-dimensional, and then add a diagonal line in, which will show kind of the interior of the loop. So again, just kind of bring a curved line to connect, and then a diagonal line in, which will show that kind of interior. At the tips here, I'm going to add these little kind of claw shapes. Okay, and I'm going to add a third one right about here. So again, kind of this little loop area, and then just kind of connect it down. And we'll add a third claw on this one. Okay. So now I'm going to connect the rest of these two because there's some claws here. Well, again, same principle, just loop, little diagonal, and then on the tip, a little kind of claw area. We'll do another one here, loop and a diagonal, and then a little claw. Again, this is just adding a bunch of detail into this drawing. It's a super detailed drawing, very kind of cool character to draw. So another kind of claw area there. All right, so from the back here, what I'm gonna do is start making the tail. I'm just gonna kind of spiral this around and in, and then bring that spiral back out. Again, keeping some distance and width between those lines. And I always keep the base of the tail slightly wider. Let's put some more kind of detail areas here. Maybe there's some spikes on the tip of the tail. So we'll kind of just connect those. All right, so underneath here as well, we'll add the hind legs. So it'll be kind of these almost pentagon kind of lines here. And then we'll loop it into a curved line for the claw, bring it back around, and then follow it up with kind of that parallel line, and then back up. And the other hind leg, we don't see all that much of. It's right here, and it's kind of overlapped by the front hind leg. And we'll just make the claw kind of behind it there. Kind of worked in reverse here. So now let's come up toward the front part of the IceWing. So I'm gonna make the front leg on the other side, which is just gonna kind of come down, and we'll make these claws come out and around. So kind of another series of curved lines here, and bringing this back and then slightly up. We don't see too much of that. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is start from this area here, and I'm gonna bring up kind of this real curvy, almost S-type shape. And this is where I'm gonna start to add the mouth and the tip of the face. So we're gonna bring this out and up, back in. That's the bottom part of the mouth. And then the top part is gonna come out to a tip, to a point, and then back in. This is where we'll add the nose area. We'll bring this line back and then round it up It'll be kind of the detail line in the face. And we'll add the eye right about there. Okay, now the other side of the head, just kind of add another line for the other side there, which determines where the horn is going to be off the top of the head there. So we'll bring that down and we'll add kind of this other detail line to connect back here. All right, let's add another detail line, which is going to be kind of in the back of the neck area, and we'll bring that down. Okay, so now this is a fun part to add just a variety of zigzag lines for some spikes off the back of the neck area, and we'll leave it there. We'll leave some space here, which will round out the kind of the back of the body. So we'll bring this line up and head it back toward the wing area. And here again, some more spikes. Okay. As we work back in this area here, I'm going to add just some detail lines for some folds in the neck area. A little another line for the kind of back of the mouth, and add some teeth along the top and the bottom part there. And let's come to the other side of the body where we'll indicate the wing on the other side. So it's going to be about here. We'll add another kind of claw area there, and then some more diagonal lines which just kind of loop around, adding some of those claws just like we did on the wing in the front part. So we'll bring these continually all the way over, and these are just going to kind of connect down here because we don't see all of that wing since it's on the other side. We'll add some detail lines coming across, and now we can get back into kind of the face area here to add some more detail. So I'm going to start about here and bring another line kind of across here, some little detail lines coming this way. These are all kind of just texture lines. Let's add some scale area lines here. So I'll just kind of go back and forth with a zigzag line or kind of a pointed line here. Okay, and you can also add that. Let's kind of cap off the front part of the leg here. Okay, we can add that texture line to the legs. That is going to conclude the drawing portion. So the coloring is really fun and pretty simple. It is just a light blue, which I'm just going to kind of overlay on a lot of these detail areas. And on the kind of the face area here. So we want to give it the appearance of being really cold because we're using very cool colors to fill in all of the coloring. I'm trying to add just a kind of a variety of blue in here because I want to also accent it with more of a contrasting color of a kind of deeper blue. So I'm going to use that right now. And this next blue I'm using is from the Prismacolor marker set, and this is called True Blue. Again, super simple color scheme, but you know, really kind of develops the character here and stays true to what we're trying to communicate across here. We're keeping it very cool because of the name of the character as well as the colors. Okay, I'm going to come back along here and fill in this true blue color with the spikes. And maybe a little kind of deeper blue along here to indicate some shaded area. And also on the hind legs, it's going to be a deeper blue because they're more kind of hidden and in a shadowed area. So we're going to keep those a little darker in blue. Okay, I'm going to grab a black marker at this point and fill in the kind of the claws on the tips of the wings, and we'll fill in the claws on the feet as well as the tip of the wing here. Or the interior of the mouth. Let's add another detail line over here, and we're going to add some more detail lines on the tail. So a lot more texture lines here. Okay, we're going to grab this blue one more time and just kind of fill in the spikes on the back of the IceWing's back. Right, that's going to conclude our drawing for the IceWing. I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. Give it a try. It's a lot of fun to draw, and I'll see you next time. Bye.